Hi, this is Michael Mountpac. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be installing some flooring, and snap together flooring in a bathroom. This is really cool stuff where you could actually score it and pop it instead of having to go outside and use some sort of skill saw, jigsaw, chop saw, some sort of saw to cut it. I did use the saw to cut the 90-degree kind of corners. But other than that, I used my utility knife and chopped it, or excuse me, bent it to break the pieces apart. So anyway, I hope you learned something and enjoy. Let's get started with the project. Here's the old floor. Relatively small bathroom. This is what it looked like prior to doing any work. First thing to do is demo. So we're going to take off the toilet, the base trim. We're going to remove the door as well. Remove the grill register for the heat as well. And then demo all the floor tiles that are here. These ones are interesting. They were glued down. So the floor is nice and sticky after they're done. I usually cover up the toilet drain waste pipe with, this time I used one of these tiles, but I usually have 3 to 4 plastic grocery bags, and I plug the hole up just so the smell doesn't come into the room. And then I'm installing the underlayment to put down prior to the floor install. It has a self-adhesive type thing where you peel off and you stick the two sides side by side together. The first row is usually the critical one. Normally, laminate floor or some sort of snap together floor is designed to go from left to right, but read your manufacturer's recommended instructions prior to installing your floor so you know exactly what they're wanting you to do. So usually it's left to right, and it just kind of snaps together. This floor is nice because you could actually measure it out and score it with your utility knife, and then kind of snap or break the flooring, and then it'll have a nice clean mark or cut, excuse me. So some of the parts and pieces are going to need to be cut with my jigsaw, and so like around the toilet flange, that's going to be cut with a jigsaw. And so right now I'm just cutting the pieces for that area, and so I kind of lay the piece near or on top of the new floor, and then get it kind of in position, and then I kind of mark on one and the other side of that piece, and then cut it out. And then I believe the first piece here fit pretty good. The second piece I had to recut, and here is the second piece here. And then I cut it kind of a notch for the third piece, and then started going again. So as you can see, once you get the hard cuts kind of out of the way, the flooring goes down really quickly, especially with just straight cuts. It's very easy, and you pretty much don't have to leave the room to do the floor, because especially if it's just the straight cuts, I just use the square and utility knife, score the top part, and then break it off. And then sometimes I have to cut the black rubber part on the back. Well, the other thing cool about this one is I didn't use a mallet. Oftentimes you have to use a mallet and then a block and you tap things together. This one was pretty much just tapping or everything's locking into place. So oftentimes I have to go out and cut pieces and boards and everything to make sure everything's fitting properly. I guess another way that you could cut these is using a VCT tile cutter because these planks are kind of a plastic composite type material. So that VCT tile cutter would work really good. I guess one trick of the trade is um, turning around the plank so you get the correct measurement for the part to cut. I don't know if that makes sense, but um, you want to make a mark to cut for the space correctly. So I think this whole floor took probably about 4 to maybe 5 hours to install. It was relatively quick. It was really nice floor to install. And I think it's one of those life-proof type models or manufacturers where supposed to be really good for water resistance. So I just have one more piece left, and then once that piece is done, then I'm gonna put back put together the bathroom. So install the trim, install the toilet, install the door. I'm gonna hold off on the transition strip. I'm also gonna caulk around the bottom side of the toilet, and then caulk at the where the tub meets the floor, and cut off the excess underlayment there. Oh, here is the floor before any trim. And there you go, starting the trim, putting it back on. There's the door. And here is the final floor here. As you can see, it's amazingly different from what was there before. And so just one day's worth of work, you could have your bathroom looking brand new again. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. This was a great product to install. I highly recommend it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and then make any comments below. And I hope you have a great day.